Hello, travelers! Welcome back to a brand new season of TNL Audio Stories. This time around, we will take you to the nooks and corners of the world with a magnifying glass in our hands, exploring hidden gems. Whether it's an untouched, never heard of a beach in a popular destination, or isolated villages hidden behind snow capped peaks, these travel stories will take you to lands far and away. So, get cozy, get that cuppa ready, and discover the undiscovered with us this year. I close my eyes, picturing the tall, gigantic mountains bursting with greenery around me. I visualize rolling hills dotted with white and yellow wildflowers everywhere, and a sky so blue that it feels straight out of a dream. Abhinav calls out to me and I snap back to reality, only to open my eyes to the scene I had been dreaming of. You know you're in Kashmir when such visuals come to life beautifully. And I'm here standing on those gorgeous hills in my brown boots, surrounded by the wilderness of this stunning Aru Valley, some 13 kilometers shy of Pahalgam. If you were to ask me to choose a place to live, I'd choose Aru. Small cottages with slanted roofs are scattered all over this beautiful village, with sheep happily grazing outside each home. I notice majestic horses strolling along. All the movie scenes that I'd seen all these years suddenly seem very real to me. Springtime in Kashmir means a variety of flowers everywhere, trees in unbelievable shades of green, and birds making the most of a pleasant weather. We, in fact, encounter a flock of huge vultures that make my heart skip more than a few beats. And not in a good way. You see, I have ornithophobia, or what you'd probably raise your eyebrows for, bird phobia. Abhinav, Isam and I left our hotel in Pahalgam early in the morning to reach the spot. After we park our car, we sip on some noon chai at a tiny shop in the market area. Noon chai is a salty tea local to Kashmir. The shopkeepers try to sell all kinds of souvenirs to us, but we aren't swayed by their honest persuasions. Post that, we start walking towards the meadows above the village. We walk uphill along the Lidar River and cross bridges, horse-riding tourists and trekkers on their way to Lidarwat, a 2-day trek from this very spot. On reaching the meadows, I find myself running around like someone who doesn't know what fresh air feels like. I fall a couple of times, spoiling my white Farron, but repeating the process anyway, for I knew this chance is rare. I skip my way to a spot where a lovely picnic setup awaits. Here, a wicker basket complete with sandwiches, bottles of fresh watermelon juice, fruits like apples and bananas, and delicious rolls stuffed with vegetables are packed and ready to be devoured. In another flask, we have some hot coffee ready to be poured into our enamel mugs. It's a sight that I'd only read about in Enid Blyton novels. To be able to experience it in this part of the country, in this part of the world, is truly a blessing. As soon as we open our picnic basket, crows join us cawing and demanding goodies. I yelp and sit in isolation away from my mortal enemies. I cherish these 15-odd minutes. After all, the liberty of enjoying with your loved ones in a backdrop like this is known by only a handful. A group of local men lays around a few hundred steps behind me, making the most of their late morning siesta. It's then when I realize Aru is best experienced with your eyes closed, where you occasionally wake up only to take a bite, click a photo or two, admire the mountains, and to collect lonesome flowers to store amid the pages of your journal. But remember to always slip back into a slumber to keep this surreal place in your dreams. Or that's what I intend on doing anyway. That was a dreamy episode straight from Kashmir Valley. Stay tuned for more undiscovered experiences only on Travel+Leisure India.